Multivitamins are the quiet insurance policy in many people's wellness routines, purchased with good intentions and taken daily in hopes of covering dietary gaps. But hidden within that tiny tablet is a mix of nutrients that deserve a closer look, especially when it comes to niacin. This B vitamin, also known as vitamin B3, plays an essential role in energy metabolism, DNA repair, and brain and skin health. But not all niacin is created equal, and more isn't always better. If you're relying on a multivitamin for your daily dose, it pays to understand what's actually in that pill and what your body is doing with it. First, flip that bottle over and find the line that says niacin or vitamin B3. You'll usually see it listed with a number in milligrams and a percentage of the daily value. For most standard adult multivitamins, the dose ranges from 16 to 30 milligrams per serving, which aligns with or slightly exceeds the recommended daily allowance, 16 milligrams for men, 14 milligrams for women. That's generally a safe amount that helps prevent deficiency and supports metabolic health without crossing into the territory of side effects. But some high-potency or energy formulas may pack in 50 milligrams or more, pushing closer to or beyond the tolerable upper intake level, 35 milligrams per day, where you might start to feel the infamous niacin flush. And that brings us to a critical detail: the form of niacin. On the label, it may appear as nicotinic acid, niacinamide, or the umbrella term niacin, sometimes with the form in parentheses. Here's the breakdown. Nicotinic acid is the form known for its cholesterol-lowering effects, but it's also the culprit behind the flushing reaction: sudden warmth, redness, and tingling, usually in the face and chest. Even at doses as low as 30 to 50 milligrams, sensitive individuals may experience this effect. It's not dangerous, but it can be unpleasant enough to discourage continued use. Niacinamide, also called nicotinamide, is the non-flushing form of B3. It provides all the standard cellular and metabolic benefits of niacin, supporting NAD production, DNA repair, and immune function, without dilating blood vessels. Most multivitamins use this form because it's well tolerated and effective at nutritional doses. So if your multivitamin lists niacinamide or nicotinamide, you're likely to avoid flushing. If it lists nicotinic acid and you're feeling a warm rush 20 minutes after swallowing your pill, now you know why. For most people just looking to support their general health, niacinamide is the better fit. Save nicotinic acid for clinical use under medical supervision, especially if you're targeting cholesterol levels. Another thing to look for is whether the label says from natural sources or from synthetic sources. Both forms work, but in multivitamins, niacin is almost always synthetic. That's not necessarily a bad thing. The body uses synthetic niacin just fine, but it's good to be aware, especially if you're trying to align your supplements with a more natural or plant-based lifestyle. Now, how do you fit this multivitamin into your daily routine without overdoing it? The key is context. Niacin is found in many common foods: fortified cereals, bread, legumes, seeds, mushrooms, and meats. If you're already eating a nutrient-rich diet with fortified products or high amounts of legumes and nuts, your baseline intake could already be above the RDA. Add a multivitamin on top, and you're likely in a healthy range. Add a second B-complex, an energy drink, and a metabolism support supplement, and you're cruising into niacin overload. Hello, flushing, nausea, or worse, liver strain. If you're taking other supplements like B-complex formulas or NAD boosters, such as nicotinamide riboside, make sure to count the niacin total across all products. It's easy to overlook, but excessive stacking is one of the most common ways people unknowingly exceed safe intake levels. And timing matters too. Taking your multivitamin with food can reduce any risk of nausea or flushing, help absorption, and prevent the upset stomach that some B vitamins cause when taken on an empty stomach. A meal with some fat also helps absorb the fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K in the same pill, giving you more bang for your nutritional buck. In summary, when scanning your multivitamin label, check for the form of niacin, aim for under 35 milligrams per serving, and consider what other sources of B3 you're consuming that day. Niacin is a vital player in maintaining cellular health, energy, and brain function, but like most nutrients, balance is key. A thoughtful approach to your multivitamin means you'll get the benefits without the unexpected red face or liver overload. And once you've got that dialed in, you can let niacin do its quiet, powerful work in the background, keeping your cells running, your energy steady, and your body a little more resilient, one day at a time.